Welcome in.
Check, mate. We're without Frank.
No Frank, no Powers.
No Powers. We haven't seen him in a week.
Down to 2.
Shit.
Week 10.
Don't got much.
We
We had a big Thursday night game.
lost last week. Sorry for our viewers who missed us. We had some prior engagements. But we're here. We're back.
A lot of injuries, too.
Injuries galore. We got some injuries.
Starting with Washington, I guess. We'll start there first.
Yeah, we'll go first game. Right now, you're looking at -3. Tampa started off at -1.
I think they could cover. If Fitz plays the way he
Yeah.
played the first 3 weeks. Washington's banged up right now.
Yeah, they're banged up. Defense is not as tough as they were. They started off real hot. They've been kind of on a cold streak. And we know Tampa can score. They got no offense. They got no defense whatsoever. But can Washington keep up with?
Alex Smith somehow just can't throw for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know. He's got no wide receivers. I get that. He's got Reed though. He's got clearly likes that old man Vernon Davis. The fucking guy's playing with 2 prosthetic hips.
So they got 2 tight ends. They got little
AP
Thompson's coming back.
No, he's out.
He's out.
He's out for this game.
Okay, so he is out.
So they got nothing.
They got nothing. They're expecting their defense to put up some good figures on.
They also
Tampa.
lost 2 offensive linemen.
Okay.
Last game. They're done for the season, I believe, and I don't know why I could see Tampa Bay just winning.
I mean, they're favored for a reason. It's going up, but Washington they still got somewhat of a defense, so they're going to try to scrap the game out. Do you think Tampa Bay can score 28 points? I think so.
Yeah. I think they'll score 35.
So we're going to highlight Tampa -3. Obviously, the money would have been good earlier in the week at -1. So
Right.
your odds.
Because it's in Tampa, right?
Yeah, you're in Tampa, but so you're losing odds now. But we're saying it's going to be Tampa or nothing. Would you flirt with the over or no? 51?
I was gonna say
Under. I mean, I don't
know. That's a
Tampa
tough game.
can't score. Tampa can't score anyone. This isn't like one that we're going to highlight.
Yeah.
Originally, I liked Washington at +3. You can go either way. It's not a highlight game.
It's gonna be 81 and sunny, so there's no weather
perfect
effect.
conditions.
Yeah.
Tampa might have the edge, I guess, with the offense there. But AP.
I think AP will run all over him. To be honest, I think he's gonna have 120 yards and maybe 2 touchdowns.
Well, AP and that defense, sometimes they can get it. They can get you by.
Yeah.
So, if you want,
It's a risky game.
yeah.
Honestly, it's.
I had circled
know.
Washington, but it can go either way. At -3, the odds are not really great with Tampa. You're not getting any. There's no sharp bet here, so.
It's up to Alex Smith, in my opinion. If Alex Smith can be the big free agent signing that he was and put some fucking numbers up.
I mean, he's not going to be a lighted up guy. So he's a controlling, kind of just as is kind of guy.
Yeah.
Minimal mistakes, and we'll see if AP can score, control the tempo, defense can rock. Could be a long day for Tampa, but
I think I'd like the over. 51.
Yeah.
I think it could go 30 each. I think it could go maybe 9 points over, 10 points over.
And then
they said Mike Evans is questionable. To me, questionable means playing now.
Play.
I don't think.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
There's no more probable. It's all just questionable. It used to be upgrading and downgrading. Now it's just you're playing or not.
So we're kind of indifferent. If you want to sprinkle the over in there, like I said, the sharp money was on Tampa early, but right now it's kind of for me. It'd be almost Washington or nothing. But if you want to mess with the over, you can. moving.
I mean, I don't
forward.
know. Washington's getting 3, depending on what it ends. Or
I mean,
what you get it at. Maybe Washington is the safer bet because they're getting 3.
I liked them, and then they got beat up by Atlanta. But
It'll be an overtime game, coming down to a field goal.
I'm circling Washington, but especially at +3. But it's people are so short-minded. They just got smacked by Atlanta. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You want to go AC?
Yeah, Arizona and Kansas City. That's a lock on Kansas City.
Kansas City, no doubt. We would never go any other way. Do you flirt with the 16.5? It's a lot of points. It's a lot of points for NFL. A lot of times they don't.
It's a lot of points for Mahomes to cover. Mahomes.
They're gonna.
He hasn't been. Hopefully, knock on wood, he continues it, but he hasn't been throwing the ball bad. Clearly, he's averaging like 4 touchdowns a game right now, and Kareem Hunt is gonna. Arizona's defense isn't awful though. It never is. It's not great, but it's never. It's not the Giants.
They're a middling kind of.
They
people get caught in the mud when you play that team because there's no.
But Kansas City is home.
Desire to score 1,000 points. This team, they're 4-0 at home. They're 3-1 against the spread.
It's gonna be 45 degrees and sunny, so another great day for football. Arizona, can they play in the cold? Still 45, still gonna be cold out there for them.
I mean, they don't.
They're gonna have heaters and such. I guess.
They're not a light them up New Orleans kind of team, so I think.
But we'll see how Mahomes reacts to the cold too.
Yeah.
I mean
he
he played from Texas, right? Texas Tech.
Yeah, but they
or
got
A&M, whatever. Yeah, Texas Tech.
Yeah, but they got their running back there.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's no stranger to it, so
he can control a game. I mean, they're just an all around good team. Their defense isn't great, but
do I think Kansas City will win? Yeah, but do I think they'll cover 16.5?
That's a lot. I'd probably go just spring a couple bucks on Arizona just because 16.5 points is a lot to start. Could have a backdoor. No doubt that they're never going to be in question, in my opinion, to lose the game.
Right.
But a backdoor cover at 16.5, that can easily be easily.
If it was the 14 still, I would have said yeah.
Yeah, it started at 14, it's at 16.5. You lost your money there. Over 49.5, can Arizona score 20?
The Chiefs' defense isn't amazing. I don't see why David Johnson can't score a touchdown or 2.
Well, they got to get there.
I mean, Rosen's not amazing, but
a couple late scores.
He's not Sam Darnold either. He's got Fitz. He's got what's his name out of the rookie.
I'm shooting a blank. Wide receiver.
Yeah.
Nice. KC 4-0 at home against the spread, 3-1. 8-1 against the spread in the last 9. That's
Christian Kirk. That's who it is.
So I mean, you have some players. It's not a great team, obviously, but if you want to flirt with the over there, 49.5, can they score? There's not going to be an urgency for KC to score. It's not like they're playing a really high, prolific offensive team.
Right.
But
they might just do it. Andy Reid is.
Yeah, they run up on teams.
Special.
They
coach right there.
They don't. They don't let off the gas. So, Arizona at 6. It's nice getting 16.5. Maybe flirt with buy a couple points, take them at half at 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
But 16.5, no doubt, is heavy. But
it could. I don't see it not happening, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not gonna.
I would sprinkle maybe some Arizona money for short for the game, or maybe buy some points and make it 7 with KC.
Oh yeah, and just take KC.
Yeah.
Got
New Orleans.
New Orleans and Cincinnati. Cincinnati, no AJ Green.
No AJ Green. Offense or defense is absolutely abysmal.
No Bernard. He's not in. He's out again.
But they still got Mixon.
Mixon, clearly, yeah. The Saints D isn't fucking around though. I mean, yeah, the Rams and New Orleans game was a shootout. We all knew that was coming.
But they've been better. They've been better the last couple of years.
They start picking up this half of the season is when they. I mean, that clearly Cincinnati's getting 5.5. They're at home.
Right. that'd be a 7 or 8 point game.
I don't know.
On the road.
I think
I got
Cincy getting 5.5. My point is, Drew Brees is not playing in a dome.
But they run the ball when they
actually Kamara's gonna fucking stomp them.
I'm
taking New Orleans.
They switch. Yeah, I mean, this is my highlighted game. They switch when they're on the road. They pretty much pack up and just run the ball.
Yeah,
they got Kamara and they got Ingram.
Yeah, dynamic duo.
If he needs to do a drive or two, Breeze is more than capable of that. So since he doesn't scare me, defense is god awful. No AJ Green.
Oh, there's no Brissett or whatever. What's his name?
Tony
Brissett.
Yeah.
Whatever his name.
So, all right. Well, we're both in agreement.
Von Burfict.
Oh, Burfict. From Arizona State.
He's out.
Psychopath.
He's done. Probably for another week, they said.
So he's a harder defense. Lunatic, but no doubt a good player.
Sunday, 45 and sunny again, so no weather affecting them.
We were both in agreement. We're kind of a split the first two games. This is one of my locks of the week.
Yeah, I think New Orleans.
St. Louis, for sure.
St. Louis.
New Orleans.
We're 2014 betting.
Okay, so we're gonna agree on that.
Yeah.
You want to go
Detroit Bears?
Detroit Bears.
We're gonna have to pick the Bears just because they're fucking picking the Bears.
They're inflated. It's an inflated
6.5. For some reason, it's gonna be a closer game than I'd like it to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Just because
they always play tough.
Yeah,
they play division teams tough. They've lost.
Slay is not playing.
Well, Slay's not playing. Their offensive line just got fucking banged up last week against Minnesota. They got exploited.
I think the Bears defense will score 2 touchdowns.
That's bold.
Stafford throws a pick 6.
If the Bears don't beat
and
themselves,
a sack fumble.
if they don't have any like miscues like they did with Miami, or any of the special teams issues like they had with the Pats, I think this should be a no-brainer. They're a better team. 6.5 is kind of dirty though.
Yeah, it is. I was just gonna say but Stafford could still light it up. He could still throw the ball, and the Bears, they're so used to getting to the quarterback or the running back that they're not weak on the corners, but they're also not tested as often. And clearly, you saw them get tested with the Dolphins, and all those mishaps happened.
Yeah.
And there was fucking Brock Osweiler was playing quarterback. So
he's getting the ball out quick.
Right, yeah. A little slant here, and then you got a couple deep balls.
Golden Tate's gone.
That's true.
They still got
Marvin Jones Jr.
They got Jones,
just as,
and they got Galladay.
So
they got some.
T.J. Jones.
They got some players.
Keron Johnson. I think the Bears will stop him. I think he's at his wits with this season, to be honest. I don't think Keron Johnson's going to be lighting it up anymore.
No. The 100-yard Detroit games were...
Yeah.
They haven't happened since Barry Sanders.
But that's when teams were still learning in the early aspects of the season. They weren't like...
The defense
everybody wasn't ready to go, yeah. Now they're mid-season. Everyone knows if you don't fucking play your A game right now, you're probably going to get benched.
Yeah, I can easily see this going to 24...
24-13.
17 games, something like that.
I think they will cover
backdoor
the 6.5.
cover could happen for Detroit, but my money, win or lose would be on Chicago. It's gonna be Chicago or nothing.
Right.
I wouldn't mind throwing like a parlay in there and having them straight up or buying a couple points.
I could see the over happening.
44. Yeah, it went down from 46.5. No Tate.
I think they'll get one.
We got Mac back.
Yeah, we got Mac back.
So
we got Allen Robinson. Yeah, right. Yeah. Allen Robinson's back.
Who do we got?
We got these guys, man. They're in the NFL.
We got a bye
Taylor
week.
Gabriel's back. We got a healthy team.
This is gonna be
I think they're gonna roll him.
Yeah, this is no Slay. He's gonna be comfortable out there. It's just a matter of.
It's all about Mitch being comfortable. It's that's pretty much what it comes down to.
It's a progressing season. They're not there yet, but as long as we keep steps forward, keep taking stuff forward, then I think we'll
It's going to
be
be
in good shape.
cold. It's going to be 38 degrees.
Jordan Howard day.
Yeah,
Allen
exactly.
Robinson, control the ball. You just don't want to give him a chance to come back. So play a smart game, minimal mistakes. I think we're the better team. We should be able to handle them.
I think Detroit will get a score or two. Not a field goal, but like a touchdown or two. I feel like Marvin Jones will get by for like one deep ball, and that'll be it. And then the Bears will
give
tighten
him a
up
couple
second
plays.
half.
Yeah, I mean they'll give him some plays. I mean Stafford's no joke. I mean he's a pro. He's been doing it for a while. So
What he threw for like 5,000 yards last
if they didn't
year?
if they didn't have him, I'd say this is going to be a rollover
wash,
game.
yeah.
But with him, he's always dangerous. So we'll see. The Bears step up.
The Bears will they'll do what they did last week to Buffalo, but that's going to happen once they tighten it up in like second, third, fourth quarter.
Their numbers, they haven't beat Detroit in X amount of games.
Yeah.
It's I can't remember the numbers, but it's they haven't beat a division opponent. I think at 15 games. So this is
we
a
got
big.
them now, and then what do we got?
It's
The Vikings, and then we got Detroit again at Detroit.
You got
On
Detroit,
Thanksgiving.
You got Detroit twice, I think, in 12 days or
Yeah.
something crazy. So we'll be seeing them folks. With Atlanta.
Atlanta, Cleveland, clearly Atlanta.
Yeah.
Especially what they just did to Washington. People think they're a fucking joke sometimes, but don't have faith in Matt Ryan. I never did because he couldn't play out of a dome. He couldn't run or he couldn't step back. I don't understand. I know the turf and grass is all different and playing outside in conditions, but he lit him up. And they criticized Tevin Coleman. That dumbass Matthew Berry on ESPN said the bust of the week last week in fantasy was Tevin Coleman.
He blew up.
They don't know that boy is from Oak Forest.
That's our boy.
That's our boy.
What's up, T. Cole? The only thing that scares me is Cleveland still got a good defense. Baker Mayfield can make plays.
Yeah, I think.
He
I
can
mean, they're
extend plays.
saying
They're a gritty team. I mean, they are what they are. They're not super dangerous.
There's a good chance Denzel Ward misses, and the other cornerback misses, starting cornerback. So, and then Peppers too. So, like, their defense is depleted at the moment. I haven't heard a lot from Myles Garrett this year. I'm sure he'll get a sack this game, maybe, or like a half sack. But I don't see Matt Ryan not doing well. I think Julio's going to have 2 touchdowns this week.
They got Sanu, they got Hooper, they got Coleman. He can catch.
They got Ito Smith coming now off the bench behind Coleman.
Banging. Yeah, he's
banging. It's like
goal line back. Yeah.
Cleveland's a +6. I think it should be a +10. I think they should give them a little bit more. I mean, I know Cleveland's at home.
You got to equate for 2 or I think it's 3 points or something for that. So
it's going to be 40 and sunny on Sunday, so it's
decent
not,
conditions.
If anything, they're going to run the ball, and
Cleveland doesn't scare me. Their running backs don't scare me. They traded away Hyde.
Nick Chubb though, he can haul ass. He can break through a couple of those. I mean, we've seen it. That's why he got the job. I mean, his first week he put up like a 75-yard touchdown, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
He's got some moves, but...
And Baker is throwing the most passes out of any quarterback right now, which is, I mean, clearly as a GM, that's what you want because he's a rookie quarterback and you want him to get out there and start experiencing everything now. It's not. They're not going to win. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Well,
so
you want to put him
Trubisky
out there. Last year, they kind of babysat him.
Yeah, exactly.
They're letting him play. I mean, obviously, you'd want a more balanced attack if possible. I mean, maybe not limit his throws or limit his choice of plays.
Yeah, so he doesn't.
But when you're down, you don't want to be Stafford every game throwing the ball 40 times because you have to.
Right.
But
I mean, I know Cleveland's gonna lose. Just so we let y'all know, Cleveland's gonna lose. I like the spread. I think it's gonna be like 45-17. I think Baker will get like. I think they'll score a field goal first because that's just the way the Cleveland Browns are right now. And then Baker will come back with like a touchdown, but it's already going to be like 28-3. So Baker, it'll be 28-10. Matt Ryan will go out there, and maybe Coleman or Smith will run another touchdown in, and then Baker's going to throw one more, and then that's going to be it. They're just going to give the ball to Tevin, keep running the ball down, or maybe Julio get him a touchdown so people will stop criticizing him, and that's it. That's all I think.
Atlanta's 1-2 overall, 1-2 against the spread. They're 3-5 over their first 8 games. Cleveland is definitely a little better at home, 2-2 overall.
I kind of like the over/under on it.
You've
I
been
like
liking
the
the
over.
overs. I mean, they've been going over this whole year. They've been going
There's
over.
no defense.
Handicappers are having trouble with setting these lines for these.
Atlanta can throw.
They can
score
but
50 alone.
Cleveland's their defense is pretty good. I think 50.5 is a good number. I don't think there's a lot of value there, but if you want to flirt around
quick
with it.
one, like a little quick 50 or something on it, just to.
So we got a couple more 12 o'clock games. We got New England and Tennessee. Tennessee coming off a good win last week against Dallas.
I mean,
Dallas is
Mariota had some
joke.
time to rest up. He was playing with like a sprained AC joint or something like that the first couple
he had some
games.
time off. They had a bye.
They got what's his name, Gabbert or whatever's the backup. He was playing 2 games. He got fucking smacked around.
Yeah.
But I mean, this to me is a vengeance game for Lewis.
Yeah, I mean they can play. I just at Tennessee, getting 6.5. I don't know if that's going to be enough points for me.
Sony Michel may play again if he's back. They got a running game back. Even if he doesn't, they got White, and White's just as lethal in all aspects
Tennessee
of the game.
can play.
They actually got good defense. So.
Yeah, they do, and they kind of suffocate a team. They kind of keep you in a lull. New England, we all know what they can do. They can score with the best of them.
I take that back. If Sony Michel's playing, I'm not going to lopside it over to New England because Tennessee just shut down Zeke. That's not very easy to do.
But for someone that's got used to have one of the better offensive lines, he's not doing well. And they don't have, even with Amari Cooper now, they weren't, they started off hot, but Tennessee slowed them down. New England's defense is starting to pick up. But they're more of a well-balanced team, even though...
Actually, because I take New England, even with the 6.5, easily, because Aaron Rodgers wasn't able to pick apart that defense. And the defense isn't even that good. Honestly, the New England defense is subpar.
Well, they're getting better. They're getting better.
I think it's their coaching staff is better.
Right, and they're a team. They're a well-balanced team. He gets after. He tells people where to be, what to look for, and there's no better game scripter on offense and defense than Belichick. He'll make sure these guys are ready. He always takes away your best player, which in my opinion right now is, Deion Lewis in some of the short passing game, screen game.
That's all Mariota's going to have. I mean, otherwise he's going to have to throw to Corey Davis. And who else?
Yeah, that's it. Who's their I don't know their tight end.
Is Delaney Walker even in the league anymore?
I don't even know. I don't know anything about this team. They're not bad, and they're
not like they were last year.
They're on the ascension. I just think that this might be a hiccup in the road from them. I don't see them doing anything as far as playoffs really, but
and there's no weather.
They're going in the right. They're going the right direction. Tennessee, I think this is just going to be a bad week for them, like most people that go against the New England at this time of the year.
Yeah, they play better ball in the winter somehow.
Yeah, I mean because they don't beat themselves.
Yeah,
and with Tom Brady and some of these guys, that's
just
all
the experience, and they just know how to play. That's just all there is to it.
I got this game scheduled on one of my watches, Jacksonville, Indy. I like Jacksonville here. I know Indy had a nice win last week. Jacksonville is not a sexy team. No doubt they're not as explosive as they were last year.
But I feel like this is the game where their defense turns it around.
Yeah.
I'm not saying their offense is, because that's not going to happen until they get a new quarterback, in my opinion. I know I said this at the last podcast, but I said I don't think Indy's going to lose a game. I think they're going to go, seven straight now into the playoffs. They could. Their offensive line is playing phenomenal right now for Andrew Luck, and he's throwing 4 touchdowns a game. You got Mac back, supposedly he's healthy. You got T.Y. supposed to be healthy. You got Ebron and Doyle. Doyle, I mean, he's clearly better. He's younger. He's a bigger boy. He just takes those hits. Where Ebron's more agile, bigger.
Yeah, they got Doyle. I mean, they got players. I just think the stats on teams that are playing, teams that play in London, then have a bye. Their records are like 15-5 or something crazy. It's overall, and they're still great against the spread. I think with their bye week, I think with them having some time off, kind of regrouping. Jordan Ramsey had a bad week, bad couple weeks.
He's gonna bounce back against Ty.
He can shut down Ty.
I think Ty he might break free for one, like a deep pass.
Yeah,
but I don't think he's gonna be.
He's always a
threat.
He's always going to be a threat, But you limit some of these mistakes with some of these good ball players they have on defense. I think this is kind of the get right game. Fournette's back.
Right. Yeah, that too. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Fournette's going to be a huge game
limited,
changer, but it's going to be...
He's going to have limited snap count. Yeah. They got to kind of watch that, but I think...
Him and Yeldon, and then Yeldon will come back.
Yeah, complimentary piece to that.
My problem with this is A.J. Bouye, or whatever, the other corner, he is not playing. He's out. So they're going to be... There's only going to be a few stars on Jacksonville's defense at this point that are going to try and get to Luck.
And they're at home. Either way, I think
it's a close game.
It's a close game for a reason. It's a -2 game. Start off at once. So some of the money.
I think it's going to be a field goal that decides.
Yeah, and for me, I'd rather take the 2.5 points and
risk it.
So that's kind of my insight on that. But there's no lock really here. But the numbers are showing me that then Jacksonville might.
Yeah, I just have
the edge there, getting those points, but.
I think the defense just
there's a little
this
value
is where they're going to step up a little bit, and Indy, I mean they've been playing really well, so I don't know. Luck could pull some shit.
I think
somehow he can.
They're getting there. They're getting there, and I think a lot of the public money is going to be on Indy because that's like kind of more of the obvious choice. But with the bye, the numbers are kind of showing that these teams that have these
they're
buys.
Both on buys.
Were they both on bye?
Yeah, I think they were both on buys this past week.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they were. So they're both coming off.
Yeah, Mac.
With Fournette, we'll see what happens because the Colts defense is kind of
they're
up
not
in the air.
Yeah,
they're not bad,
great.
but they're not. Yeah,
they're
not
more middle
phenomenal.
tier. Yeah.
And Jacksonville's offense, clearly, we know how that is. It's
right.
Fucking.
They're good.
Shit. Their fucking quarterback is.
Well, he's making more
40-year-old drafted out of college at 40 years old.
Bortles is making mistakes like he normally does, but last year might have been an anomaly. But we'll see. We'll see. That's not a real lock game.
It's a must-win for Indy.
It's a must-win for Indy. It's actually a must-win for both. I mean, they're both
3-5, but I feel like the Indy division is more in their favor than Jacksonville, so it's like, yeah, clearly they both have to win, but Indy wants to take this momentum and keep moving forward because they haven't lost. They've won 3 straight.
Yeah, they were 0-5. They're back. Maybe if not this year, they should. I like Luck, so I wish him the best, but I got nothing on Jacksonville. But we'll see. I think smart. You're getting some odds there with Jacksonville, but no doubt Indy could run away with this game. Jets. You like Jets plus or -7? No.
I like the Jets. -7? I like the Jets because McCown's playing. And McCown's a whole different... Everything's different with him. There's a reason why he's been playing this long. He keeps getting signed by teams because he's like Fitz. He just doesn't play bad.
He's a veteran quarterback. Even with Darnold out, the spread has stayed the same. They were -7.
Yeah.
You lose your quarterback and your backups of seasoned vet. McCown usually doesn't beat himself. He's not going to light the world on fire. He's not going to be Fitz magic, but
and now he's playing.
He's still a serviceable player.
And
they got Powell. Powell.
And Crowell.
They got Crowell. They got their flash wide receiver.
The Bills' defense isn't a joke though. They put up a fight against the Patriots, so that's like a rivalry there. Just between those two teams, it's always been that way out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost like Buffalo in this game, getting 7 points. I know they're on the road, but
we got Robbie Anderson is going to be utilized This is the first game. If you play fantasy, pick up Robbie Anderson this week.
No,
Or
Buffalo's
Nawa or whatever. Because McCown, he could throw the deep ball. Darnold isn't confident to throw the deep ball because he's
got
thrown
a hell
fucking
of-
100
he's got- yeah, he throws. He's a flamethrower. He's got a ridiculous arm,
And he runs.
Just,
He could get himself open.
he
to get
just
the
doesn't
ball
have the
out.
accuracy right now. He's got the best arm probably out of this whole class coming out as far as pure strength.
Oh, you're talking about
But,
Darnold?
yeah, but he's
no,
not.
Allen has way more strength.
I don't know.
I think he could throw that deep ball. That's why he was in the draft. Because he could throw the
they
ball
all are.
100 yards.
They all were. I mean, he was picked first.
Yeah.
Or that might have been no, that was him.
Baker was.
So either way, -7. It's a lot of points. People still like him.
It's a shit game.
Yeah, we should just X this game out completely.
I think it goes over.
Yeah, 36.5.
If Peterman's playing, whatever his fucking trash Nathan is, if he's playing, then
Yeah, Rhodes is
actually
not gonna start.
they said Allen is probably not playing.
Yeah, he's not gonna play. It's gonna be.
I think it'll go over. I think the Jets could score 21.
Yeah, but can Peterman?
I think the
if you
Jets
put-
defense will score 14.
potentially with McCown, his old ass. You can sack him a couple times. It could be one of those defensive games where you get a couple of turnovers and you leave your
Actually,
offense in a
Yeah, that
advantageous, or it could be a punt fest.
or it's 13-10 and that's his final score.
It's going to be an ugly game either way. I would not even watch it, but if you want to put some money on it,
0%.
I'm going to take.
Is McCoy playing though?
I'm going to take Buffalo at +7 with the upset spread win, but I wouldn't take them for the game at all.
I like the Jets.
So we're
Just
split on that.
But I don't know if I like the Jets at -7. I like the Jets to win the game in general.
Yeah, me too. But for +7, I'll take 7 points in my pocket. Both teams are.
Oakland, Los Angeles.
Yeah, I got Chargers all day. There's no
0% chance.
Yeah,
they
Oakland's
lose.
abysmal. They're a dumpster fire.
I think they cover the spread too.
Yeah,
I think
this is a lock. There's no money.
Allen finally gets a touchdown. He's been like 5 or 6 games without a touchdown. I think Allen erupts this game, 150 yards and a touchdown. Melvin Gordon probably have 2 touchdowns.
It's gonna be a Gordon day. You're not gonna need a lot of points as far as from Rivers or from that
Right.
team. Oakland's just a god awful group right now. Gruden's
They're just firing people
yeah,
left and right
this
on
is
their
probably
defense.
the worst place
like,
to be playing for right now. They're just headed in the wrong direction. Your coach is making $100 million
and you're leaving to go to Vegas next year.
guaranteed
And
money. Yeah, no one's safe there. No one. Yeah,
the team isn't even safe.
Right.
They're just leaving.
LA might or Nevada might not even want him at all. So
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, this team is just totally in the wrong direction. They're 1-7 with the
But they
lucky.
do got 5 first-round draft picks or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
down the road, if he doesn't ruin it, yeah, they may have some gold. They could strike some gold there, but for this game, there's no.
Saving Oakland. There's just
No, they're gonna
it's
get
minus
they're gonna get
10.
beat up.
It's gonna be a easy pick 'em.
Yeah, there's like
And if the Los Angeles Chargers, if this is Phillip Rivers' game where he throws 4 interceptions, we are sorry because it's gonna happen. He's known for throwing like 2 to 4 interceptions in some games somehow.
I'd even give him. I grant him 2. I'll give him 2. They can still win the game.
Okay.
They can still
I
win
guess
the game
so.
by by more than 10. Like I said, there's no.
It's probably gonna look like the Steelers Carolina game.
There's no insight in this game. Yeah, Oakland may have a couple late scores, early scores. I don't think all said and done, it's not going to matter. Gordon's going to have his day. Chargers are going to have their day, and you can kind of just set it and forget it. There's no. You're not getting any points here. It started off at 7.5. It's at 10 now.
Started at 7. San Fran just grabbed a quarterback off the street and rocked them.
Yeah.
It's 7.5. If you got it in at 7.5, congrats, because
Yeah.
you should have put like 500 on Los Angeles at that point. But moving on to Miami and Green Bay,
Miami
that's
Another big spread, -10.
Miami
Bay.
loses.
Miami loses.
You have on this one. You put Miami.
Yeah,
I don't.
Miami.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
I think they hang
Green
around.
Bay wins the game for sure. Same thing with Oakland. Can they have a late score to
I think it's
backdoor cover? I don't think Oakland can. I think if they have no chance. Miami, I think with 10 points.
they have a decent defense, but Alonzo is not playing and someone else isn't playing on Miami. So it's Osweiler. Kenyon Drake was shut down last week.
Yeah.
And he should have ran all over him.
I don't love the game. I don't think it's a straight lock. Initially, I did highlight Miami just because 10 points is a lot.
I think it could be 35-10 Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come out there, and he's going to run the whole game. Like, not physically, but he's just going to have the game in his hands the whole time. And Miami's going to be... Green Bay's defense is not as bad as Oakland's. They're getting rid of everybody as well right now because they're trying to rebuild. But, New England just stomped them.
Yeah. Well, Green Bay right now, they're 3-4. And
we hope they lose.
We hope they lose for sure. Miami 5-4, but
I think they're going to be 500 at the end of this game, and each team will. And I think Aaron Rodgers is just going to. He's got Jimmy Graham. I don't see who's going to cover Devontae Adams. He's probably one of the top 4 wide receivers in the game right now, and nobody can stop him. He's averaging like 100 yards a game and 2 touchdowns.
Definitely. Rodgers will throw you open. When you're playing like him, he's going to make you look better than maybe you are. No doubt he's a good player. It's
all of that Green Bay defense will. The reason why I think Green Bay's defense will step up is because it's fucking 30 degrees right now and snowing, and Miami is 100. So they have to come. Like, they're here right now getting used to the cold. That's the reason why the Bears lost, is because it was so hot and humid out there. It was 102 degrees. They were all dying out there.
Both teams didn't want to win that game. That was a kind of a weird underlying game where both teams made plenty of mistakes. It was anyone's game.
Right.
We just made enough mistakes to lose it, but I don't think Miami necessarily won that game.
No, I just think that the weather definitely does affect.
Yeah, but
even when they don't think it does. But
home, right now,
Green Bay's at home too, so it's like they don't lose there.
They're banger backs. We'll see about Jones, and we'll see about
Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams.
We'll see.
They've both been fumbling. So,
and
that's their
colder
weakness.
Out. We'll see who's going to step up in this,
But that's why I don't think Miami really has a chance.
Kenyon Drake, he's more of a speedster guy, right?
He's been catching them out of But the thing is, it's Brock Osweiler's playing quarterback. Like, he had the hype. He came in. He was well rested. He's known the playbook. He came out. He just, I don't know. He did his job. That's why he got paid $100 million by the Texans, and then they found out how bad he really was and cut him. He's
a good fooler.
Yeah, so he'll make you feel like confident in him, and then he's bad. And then, like I said, with the weather being the way it is, they're at home. Both running backs aren't feeling that confident, even though Aaron Jones is probably going to have a great game. He's going to go over for 100 yards and a touchdown, I think. It's just it's an Aaron Rodgers team. It's like Tom Brady. So, like, if Tom's mad at a running back, you're not fucking getting the ball.
Right. You're not even going to be on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
He demands the best out of these pires. He's going to...
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the same way. And he saw that happen last time where both of them fumbled. He got Ty Montgomery got traded for fumbling.
Right.
Because he was crying that he wanted the ball, and then Aaron Rodgers made sure they traded that fuck.
Well, I think it was across the board. You can't have that kind of player. Yeah, the game situation. But if they don't feel comfortable, like you can help out, or if they're nervous of you making that kind of mistake, we can't use you.
Yeah, and especially if it's an Aaron Rodgers team, he's gonna get who he wants.
Show me business. You got to step up, and those kind of players demand that from the team.
I think it's gonna go over 47.5.
They can score. Green Bay can score.
I think Green Bay will get 28 points alone.
Yeah, you're looking for 20. You're looking for 20 from them.
It's like Miami. I feel like will score on defense. Maybe
it's a lower spread for that high of a. I'm sorry, it's a lower over under for that kind of spread.
Right.
So
it's already that's like half almost.
So you're looking at 21 points or so from from Miami, which I don't know if they can do unless the Green Bay just.
I think like Kenyon Drake or Gore will get a touchdown. Like I said, maybe because the defense turned it over or something somehow with someone fumbling, whatever. Maybe Aaron Rodgers gets sacked and drops a ball or something and hurts his knee, and that'll come back and light it up. It's just that's Aaron Rodgers' way to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would go probably Green Bay or nothing here.
Yeah.
Even though 10 points is a lot, I'd probably leave this one alone. But if I had to go, I'd probably go Green Bay.
Seattle and Rams.
Seattle Rams.
This is just history.
It's a good division game.
Battling.
Yeah, it's a good division game. Rams just lost to the Saints. Probably the best game. Actually, both games were awesome last week. Rams and Saints and Green Bay and New England.
It's 9.5. I don't know. I might take Seattle on it though.
I mean,
with that, I probably wouldn't touch this game. To be honest, I think the Rams are gonna win, but the Rams will probably win by 10.
Yeah, I think I would go Rams or nothing here. Seattle. Doug Baldwin's getting kind of older. I know they got Tyler Lockett and they got some other younger guys, but
their running backs are
Carson and then Mike Davis. They don't scare me. Obviously, the Rams have Gurley. They got all the tools. I think everyone's
I don't think the Seattle Seahawks will stop Gurley this week. He had a quiet game last week.
Yeah.
I think he's due. Not due, but he's just gonna come back and.
He's due even more. The best player.
Now he's fucking pissed. But you just dump the ball off to him. It's just like Kamara. He's just gonna kill you.
It's nice. I mean, they're at home, but it's nice when you could just pack your bags. And I know they're at home, but they can win in multiple different facets. Their offense is lights out. Defense, they might get scored on a little bit, but can Seattle keep up with them? Can they score 28, 35 points?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They
could. Maybe on like defense they'll get like a pick six. Their defense isn't that bad. It's still good. It's just not the Legion of Boom.
No, and they were getting better. And this is usually the time where Seattle more or less
makes
turns
a wild card push somehow.
Last week was a show me game, and they got smacked around by the Chargers.
Chris Carson's maybe not playing. He's questionable. Mike Davis is healthy.
And they got Penny, and they got all sorts of fools.
Yeah, but it's like...
Yeah, they don't scare me. Like I said, last week was a show-me game. Yeah. Can they easily backdoor cover this? Yeah, but my money would be on the Rams.
Yeah.
That's probably the smarter money. I mean, it's a lot of points, but you couldn't...
we are coming up, though, on, like, upsets. Quick, like...
Well, I mean, this is the game.
Like it's about that time.
The Rams are, they just had a loss. They're 8-1.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to lose twice in a row.
No, especially
no doubt they're going to win the game. But 9.5. Can anything happen? Yeah, but my money would be on the Rams or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas, Philly. Dallas is missing now like 5 starting players on their defense. Tennessee just tore him up. Carson Wentz is looking decent. He's not having that great of a season coming back from that torn ACL, which you expect. They just got Golden Tate. He's in the slot. Aguilar wasn't working out lately. Jeffrey's doing his job. Ertz is unstoppable. Philly's defense isn't amazing, but it's not like the best defense, clearly.
Their offense wasn't clicking 100% too. It's got something to do with it. When you can't continue drives all the time.
Yeah,
you're putting your defense out there a little more. Dallas, they got a couple players there. Cooper.
I think we'll
see how that plays out.
Because of the game. Oh, that's the game of the night? Oh, there's 2. Oh, no, that's Monday. Never mind. That's why. That's a weak game. That's the game of the night. Philly...
I mean, it's a good divisional matchup. I think
Philly covers.
I have this one starred. Like Jacksonville, they were both on buys. There's something with this. When you go to London, come back, you get your bye. Numbers are kind of showing that most teams that had that happen, they win outright, and majority of the time they do cover the spread. For that being said, Dallas, this team is not a good team. I know they had a couple wins, but nothing about this team scares me. And
who's running the ball for Philly?
Philly, they got
Smallwood
AJ and Ajayi.
He's torn his ACL.
He's out. Clement.
Oh yeah. I think Dallas is.
I mean, they got Zeke.
I don't know about the over under. You know what? I think Zeke will get in there. Maybe the over under is not too bad. Dak maybe will throw one touchdown. Aside from throwing one to Zeke, if Zeke doesn't run it, I think it could go over 43.
Yeah.
But it is a divisional game. It's a huge rivalry game, and it's Sunday night.
Yeah, it's a primetime game. It could be closer.
I don't like touching those too much because just the energy and the environment of the primetime games are just totally different. But
yeah,
Philly's going to cover.
It's not going to be. It's going to be a slow down game. Usually I feel like there's more overs in these games, more timeouts.
Yeah.
It's a televised primetime game. They're going to want to show an offensive display.
Right. There's no defense this year in the NFL.
Right.
There's just
they won't allow
the Rams are allowing 35 points a game right now or something. It's like they're ranked the best defense in the league, but they're giving up that many. But the Bears are only giving up like 20. Somehow the Bears are like top 5, but they were top 5 last year. That's just my biased
just a matter
opinion.
of how much can you score? It doesn't matter when when you're scoring 45 points. Doesn't matter what you give up as long as you win the game.
Yeah, who cares?
So these over-unders are definitely hitting, and if you're scoring quick. So
I would take Philly. I don't know about the over-under. I'm kind of skeptical on if Dallas could score more than 13 points, and if Philly might just control the game and not.
Right, they might not.
They're not always a team that's going to put up 30 points if they don't have to.
New Orleans, and they're not like the Kansas City who just runs up a squad whether they want to or they have the means to do it.
Or Atlanta just stomping.
Yeah, some of these are game situational things, but KC and some of the other teams you don't want to ever let off the gas. And Philly, I think they can easily win. It might take 4 quarters to get there, but
it depends how they want. The network wants them to play that night.
Yeah.
If you guys, they might tell them before the game, hey, don't run this shit up, keep people intrigued, and then fourth quarter comes, and there goes Alshon Jeffrey for a touchdown, and there goes somehow Golden Tate will get a touchdown, or Carson Wentz will run it in or something. It's like, we'll see. Philly, easy pick.
Yeah, this is one of my locks. I got this. I got the Chargers. I got a couple Jackson.
Monday night's game. Don't know if it's worth even talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, I would probably take.
They like.
I don't
money's
know.
on San Francisco. It's gone up. It went from 1.5 to 3.
I would take San Fran, but I feel like the Giants are going to expose this Mullins kid.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to see another
Odell
Mullins.
is going to probably have 100 yards and a touchdown.
I don't see Mullins getting anything more. No one knew who he was until halfway through the second quarter when he was whipping that team up. But I don't see anything that scares me with San Francisco, really.
Beretta.
Yeah, he's a fine player. The Giants are
actually, they got Saquon, and this game could go over.
Yeah,
Saquon,
44.
Odell. You still got Shepard and Ingram, and it's not
soft, but
Eli's soft. But imagine if it was Carr on the Giants on this Thursday night game. All those weapons he has, he would have been able to keep up with San Fran.
Right.
Chair squeaking. But I mean, San Fran's at home.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nice night. Mm-hmm. The Giants aren't gonna be, Odell's gonna be getting pissed off over there. So I feel like it could go over. 3.5.
I like the
at 1.5. Clearly, I like the Giants too.
I like the Giants.
I don't know why.
I feel like I don't know why it's not a smart play. I mean, you're getting points here. It's gone that way. So some of the public money's going on San Francisco, but it's going to be a hold your nose kind of game. But it's not a game that anyone's probably picking the Giants to win. But I can easily see them winning this game. They got tools. They got offensive players. Eli's
going to have a good game. So the last time I played on Monday night, I was coming home from LA. I was watching on my laptop. It was the Giants and Atlanta
mm-hmm.
and Atlanta did not smoke them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like
They stopped the running game. Their defense is still not that bad.
no, they're not.
It's not.
And it's
And I think Mullins
like
might get exposed this game.
he's like a get up game. That's what scares me. It's not a divisional opponent. It's not a team that
it's a fuck it. They're both one's 1-7, one's 2-7.
Right.
What are they gonna lose?
So, but if you can get Saquon going early, control the pace. Eli, he's not gonna.
Eli could just
He's not
dump
what
it
he
right
was.
off to him.
Yeah, he's not what he was. 5, 6, 7 years ago.
And he still wasn't special then. Let's be honest.
No, but he can.
Eli was still.
He can
not.
keep you there. He can get you some game-winning drives once.
Yeah.
He's not a Drew Brees, but I think with an early lead, with a comfortable lead,
I think it might go over. I think it could be like 24-21 final score, maybe 28-21 or something like that. If the Giants are losing or San Fran, whoever is going to get a garbage touchdown or something like that, they'll be down 28-20.
Yeah, and then with 3.5 points in the pocket with the Giants, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
It's a risk, but the whole
money.
thing
Yeah,
is,
my money's not. You're not getting any value with San Francisco, so it's gone.
If San Fran's run game picks up,
they could easily win the game.
They'll
No doubt.
win.
Either I'm not saying this is one of those games where it's like you can kind of decide.
I'm just not confident in Mullins.
Right, and I hate this is like the first time I'm probably saying this all year. Yeah, Eli, in my opinion, is definitely a more accomplished player, no doubt. But
clearly, yeah.
And
The kid just
right,
played
no one
one
knew who
game.
Mullins was till Sunday.
Till Thursday when he was walking in the stadium and they had to ID check him because they were who the fuck is this guy?
And they played Oakland, and you played Oakland. It was Thursday. My apologies, but
and Oakland's
Thursday
defense was
second. Yeah, I turned the game on and I didn't realize that this kid actually existed in life. But he played Oakland.
He did play good though.
He played good. He light. But
Brett Favre called him. So
Oakland quit, and in my opinion, if you're not playing Oakland, it's going to be a more challenging affair. So we'll
definitely.
see. Giants. I like the Giants. We like Philly. We're kind of in between the Rams as far as getting 9.5 points. Seattle is. I still like the Rams. Green Bay, -10. There's no value there, but I'd go Green Bay. Chargers. We like the Chargers even at -10. Jacksonville, we're kind of split on that.
that's a game I don't feel like I would
I
be
don't
too
feel
confident in, but I feel like Luck can just expose them and score 42 points on them.
It's like one of those. If
If
I
it's
like
going to
Jacksonville,
go one way, it's going to go lopsided.
right? And if you like Jacksonville, you might be needing every bit of those 2.5 points. That's going to come down to the wire.
If Jacksonville's
If they're going to win,
if their defense plays the way they did last
they
year,
could grind
like
it out.
Something happened this past week where they
Bortles
clicked. It's going to be a low scoring game, and I think it'll be more of a running game. It'll be Fournette and Mack, or like a few plays by like Ty, or like he'll dump it off to Yeldon, and Yeldon will run it in. It's not going to be crazy. That's why the over/under's small, or as low as it is. But I just like Indy because I like the whole revival story on what's going on. They were just trash last year, and then Luck came back, and he still can't throw the ball too far, but he came back after taking all those steroids in the UK, and now he's cleaned up. And then
let's see, Jets,
Buffalo.
ugly game. We can even just skip that. You can do what you want.
If you want to take instead of the spread, just straight up, I would take the Jets because McCown, I think, is just overall better quarterback than Darnold and knows how to lead a team.
Pats, we kind of like the Pats here.
Yeah.
I like the Pats. We like the Pats. New Orleans. New Orleans on nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe the over at 54. You're gonna need a lot of points from the Saints, but that could be doable.
There's no AJ Green.
They got
you got
Tyler
Boyd
Boyd
and Ross or whatever, and then you got Uzma, and then you got Mixon. That's fine. I think it's going to be a decently high scoring game. Maybe like Cincy will break 20, but I don't see him like breaking 28. I don't think
28.
It's gonna go higher.
28-20. You could get.
And then the Saints, I just don't see
Cincinnati's it's going to be a run
defense
game.
stopping it. Yeah.
Right. They pack a run game. That
To
probably
me,
is more of an under.
This is a Cincinnati versus more of a relation to like the Steelers last year with like Le'Veon. Like
They don't
They're
need to
not.
score
They don't need to score and pass
42.
bombs. You can just give it
Right.
dump it in a mix, and he'll run down the
Right,
field.
control the game
Yeah.
and let their defense just not give up too many crazy points.
Cincinnati, I think the Saints are going to win by like fucking 12. I think they're going to go all. There's a good chance they play the Bears to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think if anybody.
That's a lock. Everyone wants to see the Rams and New Orleans again. I think that's definitely going to be a lock for the week.
Kansas City lock.
Kansas City lock. Whether they cover the spread or not, that's tough. We're not going to go Arizona either
Right.
way. Atlanta, Cleveland.
This
was I had Atlanta.
I think they're just gonna. I think with the +6 to Cleveland, I don't even think you'd have to buy anything.
It's a hold your nose kind of game. I don't know if Atlanta to me is going to absolutely destroy.
They're
them.
rolling right now too, so I don't think they're.
It'd be it's Atlanta or nothing.
They do have a depleted defense as well, but they just signed that one or whatever his name is, that Oakland cut.
Okay.
That the linebacker. He just went and signed with Atlanta. It's going to take him time to get used to everything, so it's not like he's going to be a crazy big impact.
Yeah, no man.
But I see Baker doing well. I don't think he's going to do bad.
Yeah, Atlanta's defense doesn't scare me.
Baker's still a competitor.
I think it's going to be
too.
one of those hold your nose games. They'll probably keep it close for a while.
And then Atlanta will just take off in the second half.
Yeah.
Like a college football game.
Bears, we like the Bears.
Clearly, we like the Bears.
And then the other game we're kind of mixed on this one. I think we're kind of more leaning towards Tampa, but Washington with their running game.
I think this game's going.
Peterson they could. It's the same thing with the other game. It's the same. It's the same.
If you
thing.
run it,
it's the same
but
thing
then
with
you got
Jacksonville.
Fitz. So Fitz can throw the ball to
I think
Sean Jackson or throw it to Mike
Tampa
Evans.
could light it up, or
O.J.
I think
Howard.
Washington may keep it close.
Yeah.
So you may need.
There is no Ronald Jones. He's out, so it's literally just like Peyton Barber and whoever the fucking second string.
Washington can run the ball.
ass
So I think if Tampa Bay lights it up and Washington can't keep up, you could walk away with a 10, 14 point game. But I think if Washington does what they're supposed to do, run the ball, play defense, control the game, like Jacksonville, they have a chance. And to me, I like the +3 with Washington, but that game could go either way.
That's up to you guys because that's a tricky one.
That's not a highlighted game, but that could be a good game.
Philly lock with the spread.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then,
my locks. I got New Orleans. I got the Bears.
Giants, Philly.
Chargers, Philly. I like Jacksonville at +2, but
Right.
that's just. Well,
Hopefully you take our advice, and if you do and you lose,
that's on Frank.
That's all Frank's fault.
Frank for not being here.
Absolutely. He's probably neutering his dog or something.
Yep. Well, that will
All right.
end
We'll
our
close
week
this.
10. Hopefully you guys have good luck, and we will see you next week.